Welcome back. We are here with Luna and Caleb, who now lives with us. So that's really helpful for vampire training and also for needs meetings and social fun. I think that's pretty much it. But anyway, Luna is going to work at the police station. So she is going to actually put out an APB. If you'll remember from last time, we got all the information we could on the criminal and now she is going to go and try and find them. So here we go. She does need to interrogate one sim in order to get a promotion, so that is really important to us. We're pretty much already at, the progress bar is full. We have the golden check mark. We just need to interrogate a sim. So we are going to try and get that in today by issuing an APB, getting a suspect, bringing them back, and interrogating them. Hopefully we can find the right one. It is always a, surprise. But here we go. And actually, is it Studio PBP? Is that what it's called? But we only know that the suspect is a young adult, I think wearing a tank top and has black hair. But actually, because of our location, I was like, we might as well go check out Callie's star while we're here. So there is Callie right next to Dirk and a little bit away from Judith. So how funny is that? She was our first generation of this legacy, and Luna is the 15th and last generation of the legacy. So I think that that's really exciting. And I think it's actually a really neat throwback that the game has given us by having us come here for this job and having Callie's star right there. So, anyway, again, like I mentioned last time, I've noticed a lot of Batu people have been showing up at my, um, like, what do you even call this? At like the APB things. So, there was Kylo Ren right there. Like, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Batu. And so I'm looking for a Sam with black hair and a young adult in a tank top. And unfortunately, there are not very many options. We can't actually do anything with the Batu people, so we're going to have to remove them from the equation. But everyone else around here is an adult, except for this one woman who's wearing CC. So I've realized that probably CC is going to mess us up a little bit because it might not be a tank top, but it's under the tank top category, even though it's not really a tank top. So I'm just kind of looking around and deciding whether or not I think that that woman in CC is our only option. I mean, we can't do anything with anybody else inside because they're all from Batu, and everyone outside is an adult. So we're kind of out of options here. I think we're going to ask her again, see if she makes any, strange signals or has any quirks that indicate that she is the suspect. Not really sure. I think that's Leanne over there. Hey, Leanne. Um, so we're going to ask a bunch of people about the suspect. Honestly, I just don't think that we got it. There wasn't enough evidence at the crime scene in order for us to get more information on the sim that is our suspect. So that was really hard. I really wished that, there had been more evidence so that we could use it and then get more information. But we are just going to have to make an educated guess that this CC woman is the one. So after looking around for a really long time and then deciding to give up and finally just decide, we are going to arrest her. And you know what? It doesn't even matter because if we interrogate her and she's innocent, maybe we'll still be able to get a promotion. We'll see. So here we are back at the police station. We are going to interrogate the suspect. Very exciting. She's not wearing CC anymore. She's wearing that nice orange jumpsuit. So here we go, bringing her into the interrogation room. And I like to do a good cop kind of thing. I like to, butter them up. I don't find the bad cop works very well for me. So we're just gonna, give her candy, tell her a personal story, be very nice to her, and then we're gonna lay on the evidence. So we are going to start reviewing the case file, show her the pictures, really get her going. So we want to fill up that bar. That's how you get through this. She still is tense the whole time, but she is receptive to what's going on here. So we are going to show her our evidence, and she is worried now. She's so concerned. So we're going to get her confession, and she has confessed to the crime, and the case is closed. So this is really good, actually, because we are going to be able to get a promotion. So I'm just going to do as much as I can here to continue to get that progress bar at the top left filled up so that, I don't want to lose any points and then we lose our ability to get the promotion that we were already set up for. So we're just doing that. We're already on silver. We can get a case assignment, but we're not going to do a case today because the workday is like already over. So we can't even go to the crime scene today without running out of time. So I'll just have her get a case assignment. We'll actually go to the crime scene in the next work day. So she's going to browse the police database and again, just doing like little things to get that up. Obviously, we're not going to go on patrol or go to the crime scene because the work day has technically been over for over an hour. But she did get that promotion, so I'm really, really excited about that. She finally got the promotion and she has now upped a level and she's so close to becoming a Grandmaster Vampire. So we are just doing really good. And a festival is starting, so I was like, we might as well go to the festival. Why not, right? But actually, the weather is really terrible. The weather is not good for a festival, but apparently Luna loves the snow, so that's really fun. I figure that we'll just have her go on a hike with Caleb. There's really nothing else going on here for the festival. I don't even know, maybe the festival already ended. It's just not looking very lively around here. So here comes Caleb. They are going to go on a hike. And let me tell you, it is actually hilarious. Look at Caleb. What is happening? It's because he has the vampire run, but he can't do that while he's on a hike, I guess. The like interactions with the hikes don't work with the vampire run. I don't know. It's just so entertaining to me that it is such a hot mess. Like he's just zigzagging, doing everything he can to be moving around a lot in order to be at the same pace as her, but also use the vampire run. So I just thought that that was really funny. But that's all we're going to do here. There's really nothing to do here. So let's go home. Let's all run home. And then what? All their needs are doing pretty good. I'm telling you, something is going on where their needs go down really slowly, but I figured might as well have them woohoo. Like I said in the last one, I am not going to ever have them try for a baby, but there is 5% risky woohoo. If it happens, it happens. We're going to call over the family club so we can get some food here. And he's a guilty drinker, but I don't really care if he gets a 10 smoothlet from taking someone's blood without their permission, so that's fine. Also, luckily, we have Luna's brother Kyle, who usually gives her blood when she asks for it. And yeah, so she's going to take a shower. Again, we're just working on needs right now. And honestly, the family club is so nice for vampires because we can just call over humans whenever we feel like it. And then they just come over and we can just drink from them. And they're both naked. I wanted them to train. She is so, so, so close to becoming a grandmaster vampire. And so I was like, you guys should train and then, only a little bit longer and she will get that. And actually, I think she's a higher rank than him at this point. So there is that. Everyone's standing around to watch. Yeah, she beat him up. So she is a higher rank than him. Also, I think she has more athletic than he does. But we're so close to getting that grandmaster. We are so, so close. He's actually pretty close himself, but not as close as she is. So again, we are just trying to get her up that. And then I figured, you know what? Because we're going to probably finish the vampire aspiration very soon, and she still has a ways to go in the police aspiration, so I was like, why don't we work on Caleb's aspiration too? He wants to be a good vampire, so we're going to work on his aspiration as well as working on hers. And um yeah, so there we go. She's a Grandmaster Vampire. We're going to take a look at her points soon so that we can spend them on fun stuff. I actually wanted to spend them on some of the things that would prevent her needs from going down very often. Not that her needs are really hard to deal with anyway, but I just figured it would be even easier on us than it already is, although maybe it won't be as interesting. But it's just, hard to come up with some things to do in order to decide what we want from her. Again, I'm just like going back and forth. I have no idea what to choose. So we're just going to wing it. We have to pick another weakness though, which is kind of annoying. So for her anyway, I am going to choose, I actually forget what I chose. Sloppy drinker? It was either sloppy drinker or guilty drinker. It was one of those. We're about to find out. I took way too long to decide. Oh, it's both. Okay, well, it was both. We needed two weaknesses. That's actually really annoying. So, here we go. And then what I'm going to do is because she is, you know, she's kind of an OP sim. So I am going to give her a ton of these, what do you call them? Like traits, I guess. But I want to, make her kind of very powerful. I want her to be the most powerful person in the whole sim world here. She's going to be so powerful. She's going to be, kind of feared and worshipped by everybody. But, that's down the line for her. But right now she's just working on that. And we are going to, since the last part of her vampire aspiration is to survive for 20 days, which is going to take forever, we will work on the third vampire aspiration as well. So that is going to be the vampire family aspiration. And so she needs to turn Sims into vampires. So there is going to be, 5 Sims that are going to get turned into vampires in the family club, mostly because I want to keep track of them. So having them in the family club makes my life easier. And that is what we're going to do while we're waiting for those 20 days as well. I did want to get her aspiration points up as well, so I did have put on good vampire for a minute just so that I could get some more aspiration points so that we could buy another reward here. But I am going to have her do vampire family and master vampire and have Caleb do good vampire. So she is going to buy some more rewards. It's pretty good, actually. It was pretty easy to get a lot of reward points, and she has a ton of stuff. So, although I'm only concerned that they don't impact the like vampires, like does Hardly Hungry work on thirst for vampires? I'm not really sure. Guess we're gonna find out. So, Caleb wants to be a good vampire. So we're going to start working on that for him. He's going to use the computer to look at vampire secrets as soon as Luna gets up. There we go. And he's feeling pretty good after that drink, so that's excellent. And she is, again, like I said, I flip back and forth between the aspirations so many times just so that we can be working on them both at the same time. But we are going to start deciding on some Sims to become vampires. So I am picking Sims that she is good friends with because, what's it called? The aspiration requires you to be good friends with your vampire offspring, so to say. So I am going to try and choose Sims that she's already friendly with, make my life a little easier. So here we go. Just looking for some Sims. Vampire turned into vampire. I was also worried though that like no one's gonna offer her a drink if she makes all of her friends vampires. But we're just gonna have to accept that and move on from it. We can always make more friends, I suppose. And so we are going to use some of her family members, Kyle, Diana, Bree, just some of her family members. Bree grew up so pretty. I mean, look at her. She's gorgeous. And yeah, so we're gonna have to wait on Kyle though until he comes back next time because we just drank from him, so now we can't do it again. And Sterling as well. We're just going to start turning all our family members into vampires. I think, maybe we can say that she wants to keep her family around, her immediate family anyway, and she wants them to be with her in the eternity. She doesn't want to be alone. She doesn't want all her family to die out. So she's going to do that. Caleb's going to go read some vampire books because he's got to work on his vampire lore skill. And here we go. We're starting to turn Sims into vampires, starting with Diana. Very exciting. Diana, the last of the Malachi's wives left alive. And so she also has to train 3 of her offspring. Then this is when I say offspring now, I mean vampire offspring, like vampires that she's created. And so we have to wait a few sim days in order for them to become vampires. So there is going to be some waiting around in this aspiration as well, but luckily she has work starting soon, and you can see she's starting to turn people into vampires. I already forget who that girl over there was. Oh, I think it was maybe Sydney. I think it was Sydney. Anyway, so we're going to go to work. We are finally going to start that case that we got in the last work day. And then we can start our case map and go to the crime scene. So I'm really excited about that. We are going to solve some cases. That is what's going to be the promotion stuff now. Solve a case, solve two cases, whatever. So we are going to have to start doing that. So she is going to go to the crime scene and see if we can collect some evidence. Hopefully there'll be more evidence here than there was at the last crime scene. And we're able to kind of get more information on this um, suspect. And it looks like there's a lot of burn marks around, but I can't even take pictures of them. But the fridge looks like it's had a number done to it, so we are going to take a picture of that. And also a good way to find evidence in these houses is to look and see where the other police officers have gone, because they will be standing around the evidence. So you can see them standing around this dollhouse. We're going to go check that out. Standing near the witnesses. We'll get some witness reports as well. And, just trying to figure out what happened here. Looks like vandalism. Somebody's always vandalizing. Looks like they lit some things on fire in this house. Pyromaniac person. So, isn't that one of the... did that used to be a sim trait? I forget now. I feel like it was. Because I don't think that's how you say it in real life. I'd have to check. I'd have to look it up. I'm pretty sure that's not how you say that in real life. No, it is. Wow. Okay. Well, she's going to get some witness reports. I'm going to learn a new word. And then we are going to head back to the police station. So here we are. We are going to do our thing here, cross-reference the police database, analyze the evidence, deduce clues, just get all the information that we can in order to put out an APB and actually arrest a suspect. So we are going to do our best. Again, I'm just going to force people away from the computers because I want to use that. So go away. Also, her needs are starting to get a little low, which is unfortunate. But we're just going to have to push through because I think the workday is going to end like 3-4 sim hours. I guess that's not too soon. But she is now going to come over here. We're going to add clues to our case map. We are going to analyze some more evidence. We just want to get, like I said, as much detail as possible so that maybe in the next sim day we can issue the APB and go find the bad guy. And I hope that that'll be exciting. We'll see. I don't know why people from Batu keep showing up to my crime scenes. Or not my crime scenes, but like I said before, I have no idea what it's called when you issue an APB. You issue an APB and you go out and you're looking for the suspect. What is that called? Like you're patrolling for the suspect? I'm not really sure. Anyway, our map's looking pretty good. Our map's getting pretty full. So I'm excited about that. And I think that's where we're going to wrap up. We're going to wrap up with this work day, and then, in the next one, we'll have to go get the suspect. But this work day is ending. We've got some information on the suspect, an okay amount. We really want more than that. And actually, what I figured is when we're looking at vampire traits, a helpful one might be to deduce personalities based, with our vampire powers. Because if we get her personality, or not her personality, like if we're looking for a suspect that is hot-headed and we can use our vampire powers to figure out what someone's traits are, we should totally do that. But we'll see if I don't forget that we can do that in the next one. But anyway, she's just going to get her fun up until the workday ends, and then we are going to call it good. So here we go into screenshots right now. There's her at Cali Star. That was so nice. What a throwback. And the two people with the suspect, her talking to the suspect and the hike. The hike, that was so entertaining to me that he walked like that. So, anyway, that is where we are going to wrap it up. And we will pick up on this case and also Luna's life in the next one.